words of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's stamping up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, Stamp and Stampede, and today for our team meeting for our card that we did this fold. It's called a flying seagull, or we can call it the flying nun because it looks like sister's hat. All right, so we have our fold here. You can send it either way, on the outside or on the inside. Great way to use your designer series paper, and it stands up. And all I have to do now is just add my sentiment to that card. So I've done a couple of other ones. This one I'm just in the middle of finishing off. I just need to add some more designer series paper. So that is how the card goes. And then as a variation of the card, I have used my Starry Sky cardstock for the base. I've added the designer series paper, but I have also added a pouch, like a folding flap at the front for a message to go into, because if you don't want to, you do have this space here to write your message, that's fine. But if you want something different, you can also do this. And I quite liked this card also going in this direction. So just for something a little different, you've got a couple of great options with this card on how to change it. So what you're going to need for this is one sheet of A4 basic white, and I'm going to cut it at 10.5 centimeters. You will also need another piece of basic white, but we'll get to that in a minute. So you're going to take your half a sheet, going to cut it at 10.5 centimeters, and then you're going to cut it at 20.5 centimeters, so 20.5, and then taking my other piece, 20.5, and cut that. And then what we're going to do is take our scoring blade. You're going to score at 5.5 centimeters, score at 10 centimeters, score at 15.5 centimeters. That's one. Then what you're going to do is take the second piece and repeat. So 5.5 centimeters and score 10, score that, and 15.5 and score that. And just grab another bit of basic white and cut this at 10.5 by 10.5. So just give that a don't need that anymore, and we've scored everything. I'll get rid of that. Okay, so you have your panel and you have your two pieces. So what we've got now is our two pieces. You're going to take the larger square, which is at that 15.5, that square there. You're going to make that a mountain fold. Then you make the next one a valley fold. Then you take the next panel and you're going to bring it in on itself. So that is one section. Take the second piece, do the same. So mountain fold, valley fold, and then folding in on itself. And of course you can use your bone folder to burnish those. So what you then do with this piece here is we actually can go ahead, and so you've got your two panel pieces here like so. And what's going to happen is we are going to adhere the layers to this panel. So that is the start of our card on there. What you want to do with this piece is flip it over, and it's this section here. You want to actually glue these two pieces together, so we now have this shape. Now I'm just going to, without gluing it, just make sure everything is all hunky-dory. So it's flat at the back. I've got my panel piece here at the front. They're butting up at the back. I can now fold over these two or tuck that in, tuck that into there, and I can see that my card still has all of the pieces. All right, so grab hold of your liquid glue and we're going to glue down this panel piece to the front here. So just glue that down. Take your other piece. So we're gluing basically the parts that we actually folded in, not the other side. So I'm going here with this one. And then just to lay that down, just so that we see all of that. So that can tuck in and that can tuck in, and I have nice even edges on the side like so. So just let that dry a little bit there. And of course, if you wanted to, you've also got that option of having it go that direction as well. So just leave that to dry, and what you're going to need is your designer series paper. So the designer series paper, what you want to do is cut 5 centimeters by 10 centimeters for your sections. And then you will probably need a little smaller here because this is actually the 5 centimeters. So you want to actually just tweak that. So I'm going 5 centimeters by 10 centimeters for my outer side pieces. So 2 of those. Then you will need for the smaller pieces here, so you probably want to make that about 4 centimeters by 10 centimeters for your 2 inside pieces, and then for the front, which is your 10.5 by 10.5, and you probably want to make that about 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters for your designer series paper if you want that border to show. If you don't want the border to show, you can go right to the end at 10.5. So that is our card ready to go. Now if you want to do the pocket, just need to roughly double that size of that 10.5 centimeter piece that I have here, and probably want to make that about 21 centimeters. I think that's what this one is. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's about 20 centimeters, that piece, and that's just to make that little pockety bit at the front if you wish to do that as an option there for that card. All right, so they are our cards. So I'll just show you, that's what it looks like. I've got my panel with border around it on all of those. I've just used my Celebration Designer Series paper for these cards, just to use that up. And great way to use your Designer Series paper as well. So there you go. Okay, have fun.
What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of